Now I'm calling to order at 5:21 for the public session of the meeting of the California Military Institute. The next item is the revision adoption of the agenda for today, January 18, 2017. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Mr. Nellison and Ms. Twyman second. Let me write it, Nellison and Twyman. Okay, I'm calling for a vote. Please vote. I need to click here, right? No. Call for vote on item. I click it on both.
No, both of these are the same.
Oh, that's right. Scarlett Twyman.
Yeah, you can call.
Now call for vote. Please vote. Okay, thank you. Was approved by unanimous decision. Now we have our student representatives from the different schools of our district. Mr. Nellison.
From CMI,
CMI.
Student Representative, Cadet Command Sergeant Major Diana Leon.
Good evening, Board President Rose.
Good evening. That's correct. Yes.
Thank you. Good evening, Superintendent Bennett and Cabinet. So my name is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Diana Leon. I'll be replacing my commander, filling in for my commander, Cadet Captain Hossein. All right. So on December 21st of 2016, we had this event called Treats for Marines at the Marine Corps base at 29 Palms. Basically, cadet volunteers from California Military Institute donated toys and all sorts of goodies for Marines and their families to enjoy to de-stress from their daily lives. Also, we had the opportunity to donate some of those toys to the hospital for children who would otherwise not receive a gift for Christmas. So that was a very rewarding experience. Also, recently, California Military Institute went through a 3-day course curriculum for digital citizenship, which teaches cadets the consequences of what they post on social media can affect them later on and how to use the internet responsibly. Also on December 26th of 2016, cadet volunteers from CMI helped in decorating parade floats for the Rose Parade. So literally the day after Christmas when they could have been enjoying presents, they do this. So that's awesome. I like that. Also, recently, Pride Camp happened. Middle school CMI cadets attended this camp to learn all sorts of leadership and how to accept one another regardless of race, sex, or anything of the sort, which is a very great leadership camp that I hope they would bring back some of those leadership skills in their cadet leadership positions at CMI. All right, so there's a lot of information up here, but to sum it all up, CMI dominated all of these games. So, yeah, that's great. So, upcoming events we have is our Link Crew Freshman Social Follow-Up, which will be coming up on the 26th of January. Basically, Link Crew will be hosting a social event for freshmen to maybe relax from their schoolwork because it's a new semester for them in their freshman year. So, we want to give them sort of a time to relax and have fun. Also, next Saturday, we have Orange Glen High School drill competition. California Military Institute will be sending 3 teams to compete against a lot of other schools from Southern California. Lastly, we have Memorial Honor Detail coming up on the 2nd of February. Again, that's to honor fallen veterans, and it's a great experience as well. So, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next oral report, CMI TA President Brian Dersquager. He's not here? Okay. So we move to our next item, the principal's update.
Good evening, Dr. Rao and board and Superintendent Mr. Bennett and cabinet. I have the opportunity tonight. Since they do such a great job, and I'm going to let him know you're going to replace him, by the way, so don't worry about your job secure. Don't sweat it. But they generally do a great job, as you know, with kind of giving us an up-to-date look at what we're doing. Tonight, I want to take the opportunity to do something that I rarely get to do, and I want to recognize some students who are worthy of recognition and their teachers who make sure that they are afforded the opportunity to do the things they do. So to my right is Mr. Estrada and Miss Collier. In addition to their regular teaching duties, they take on the monumental task of being and I'm going to probably give them the wrong label, but I'm going to tell you what I call them, the robotics directors, the orchestrators, the coach, they do a little bit of everything. And I really want to make sure I highlight, you guys spend a lot of time at school. I see you before school, after school, on Saturday. I watch you. I see you. And I've gone and we've watched you compete, and we're proud of what you've done. And we're here tonight to recognize you for what you've been doing, and more importantly for the students as well. And there's a bunch of you here. So at this time, I'm going to call up Mr. Estrada and Ms. Collier and have you introduce your team so we can recognize them. And I want to make sure that I say it. I know you will, but they took first place recently here in our league, and I envision they're going to do that again here shortly. But in any event, Mr. Estrada and Ms. Collier, come on up, and congratulations to all you guys. Come on up. So I want you to introduce your team, if you don't mind. You have to talk to that so they can hear you.
Good evening. My name is Mr. Estrada, and this is Ms. Collier, and we're both the advisors for the robotics team after school. We brought today one of our teams, Victrix Edifix, and they were the ones that won first place at one of our recent competitions on January 7th. So I'll just call them up here one by one, I guess. Daniela Torres, she's one of the members on the team. We have Noah Lopez-Eason, come on up. Isaiah. And we have Elijah Baikov, Raul Marroquin, Ebir Amadi, and then Carlos Marroquin is right over here trying to hide. Is Jason Silvar here? Oh, Jason Silvar is still at the school working on the robot. So, Fausto is here. He's one of our sixth graders, I believe. And Sophia Hernandez as well. They were a part of the team as well. So, let's take a picture real quick.
Young ladies and men. There you go. You guys are awesome. Good job.
And just like Mr. Rhodes said, these students work really hard on the robot. I mean, they're in the robotics room almost every single day working on the robot, making improvements to it, and this is what happens when they do that. So congratulations, you guys.
And that concludes my report for this evening, sir.
Thank you, sir. Our next item is an information item, and is the discipline from CMI from November 2016, the discipline report. The next one is December, for the month of December. The next item, invitation to address the Board of Trustees on agendized and non-agendized items. Do we have any? No? No takers. Our next item is a consent calendar. Do I have a motion to approve the consent calendar?
Motion.
Mr. Stafford first and second, Ms. Twyman. Please vote. Okay, the consent calendar has been approved by unanimous decision. The next item also is an action item, is 8.1, personnel approval of the site letter agreement between the California Military Institute and the California Military Institute Teachers Association regarding Friday Night Live Advisor. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Mr. Nellison and Mr. Garcia. Mr. Garcia, please vote. Excellent. Motion approved. 5-0. Other items by the superintendent? Mr. Bennett?
Nothing this evening, President Rao.
Thank you, sir. Other items by the Board of Trustees? Mr. Garcia? Mr. Stafford? Ms. Twyman? No? Okay. And this board meeting is adjourned at, I'm sorry. I need to make a motion. I'm sorry. Okay. We are going to adjourn this board meeting for the CMI. Do I have a motion? Ms. Twyman? A second?
Second.
Mr. Stafford, second. Please vote. Okay, this meeting is adjourned at 5:32 p.m.